Howdy folks, welcome back to another episode. Thank you for joining me on this one. Today's verse of the day comes from 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7. It says, "You must each decide in your heart how much to give, and don't give reluctantly or in response to pressure, for God loves a person who gives." Since we're around the holiday season, around Christmas, and of course we just had Thanksgiving, I hope that we'll all take a moment to appreciate how much we have and be thankful for that, and then also in return we give because of what we've been blessed with. Maybe it's monetary giving, maybe it's things or items, or maybe it's just giving your time to someone and sitting over a cup of coffee or a breakfast or lunch or dinner and sharing the word with them, or just their daily life and conversation and growing and creating better relationships. I don't know what it is for you, but let's be people that give, and give with a glad heart and willing heart. I'm extremely late to the stand, but the pigs aren't coming in until after dark, so I'm just hoping that I don't bump off any deer. But today's video is sponsored by Lugu. They've sent me a couple of boxes of some really nice stuff, and I want to share it with you guys really quick. First things first is going to be this fleece lined hoodie made of 100% polyester with a fleece lining. As you guys can see there, that fleece lining, I actually wore this yesterday in one of my hunts and it was incredibly warm. It's soft, it's breathable, and of course it protects you from any UV rays. It's got a large, what I call kangaroo pocket right here in the front, just like most hoodies. And if you can't tell already, I'm a fan of the quarter or half zip, and this thing also has the quarter to half zip here with the YKK brand zippers. And I tell you what, super high quality, and this quarter zip right here makes this thing so much easier to get on and off. I absolutely love it. I also love the touch of the camo pattern inside the hood as well, so if you've got this thing on and you're wearing the hood, you're still camouflaged in right there. I really like that. This hoodie, as well as the pants that I'm fixing to show you guys here, has the Lugu super tree camo pattern. It's the perfect all-season hunting clothes or apparel for deer, turkey, even if you want to wear this to duck hunt, and specifically for us archery hunters that are tree stand hunters, this is pretty sweet stuff. So switching over to the pants here, I wore these last night as well, and they were extremely warm, just like the hoodie is. This is made of 95% polyester and 5% spandex with a fleece lining as well. There's that fleece lining. It's a different color on the pants than it is on the hoodie. These are warm, soft, breathable, and my favorite, they're water resistant. It has a total of 5 zipper pockets. There's one on the back. There is about middle of your thigh, there's a zipper pocket there on both sides. And then I think what's probably my personal favorite is the hip pockets right here, where we tend to stick everything, at least I know I do. It is zippered as well, and I can't tell you how convenient that is, because I can stick my phone or my wallet or something in my pocket, maybe even my release, after I've let an arrow fly on an animal and I'm gonna hit the brush and I'm gonna go look for it. It gives me so much peace of mind to be able to stick whatever it might be in either one of these pockets right here and zip it up and know that I'm not going to lose it when I'm crawling, walking, bent over in the brush, whatever the case may be. I love that feature. It has a articulating knee design, and it may be kind of difficult to see that because of the being in the brush or being in the woods, but this knee flexes with you and it makes these pants that much more comfortable and that much more easier to get around, get up and down in. Right here on the front by this left pocket, you have a triangular ring here, and this allows you to hang tools. Or one of my personal favorite things is maybe I'm hunting a new setup that doesn't have a rope already attached to the top and up in the tree somewhere, and if I need to, I can tie a rope or some paracord or whatever off to this. I can climb all the way up into the tree stand, and then I can reach and pull my rope up with my gear, my bow, whatever it may be. So that's a really cool feature there as well. And as I mentioned before, this is the Lugu Super Tree Camo, and this pattern on the pants as well. Once again, I want to say a huge thank you to Loogu Outdoors for sponsoring this video and sending this gear over. I also have a bunch of other things that I'm going to go over in some future and upcoming videos, so you guys want to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on those things. There will also be links down in the description below so you guys can pick this stuff up. The price point is phenomenal, and the quality and what you're getting, top of the line. I'm very impressed. You guys go check it out. I know you'll be impressed too. let's pack our things up. Let's go hit the blind. Have a rather large hog coming in right after dark, and he's asking for it. So we're gonna go give it to him. With the real large hog that we're going after tonight, I decided to go round 2 of the Tuffhead Evolution Series 125 grain single bevel broadhead. And boy is it sharp. Of course, as always, I'm backed up with my stock archery Silent Series arrow. I got about probably an hour and 15 minutes until dark. And if we get a deer or 2 that comes by, sweet. We're on doe and spike patrol. And if no deer, I know here in about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, we're gonna have a pretty decent sized boar hog right in front of us, I hope. Fingers crossed. But praying and hoping for a safe and successful hunt, and I'm just tickled to be up here in this tree stand. Thank you, Lord. Finally. I was able to get virtually none of that on video of everything that was going on in between the first time that hog came in and the second time that he came to the feeder. That was so crazy. That pig came to the water first off to my left and walked back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Literally walked right underneath my tree. Made circles around the tree that I'm in right now. He was so skittish. I cannot believe how skittish this hog is. And this isn't even the one that I was after tonight. This was too cool. I bet it's been a good 25 to 30 minutes since that hog first showed up the first time. He'd just been running circles around me, back and forth. So skittish, did not want to come into the feeder. I could not believe I was able to let an arrow fly. Thank you, Lord. Man, I can't believe we made that happen. I didn't think I was going to get an opportunity at him. And he kept going, like I said, back and forth. And I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just turn the light on and guess at the yardage over there. And then he would take off walking again. And he'd come over here behind me and then back over that way and then over this way. I just could never get him to settle still. So I told myself, you know what? I'm just going to wait it out, hold out, and hope that he just comes to the feeder again. And sure enough, he popped in at the second time. He was just kind of in and out, but he would get close. Like he'd come within 20 yards, 15 yards of the feeder, and like come in, look at it, turn and walk out. And then do the same thing from the other direction. He'd come in, turn and look at it, and then turn and walk out. Like, oh. I was thinking he was never gonna just come in and settle down. The sniper hog light's that red light. I flashed him the first couple times and I couldn't tell if he didn't like it or if he's just that skittish that he really didn't know that the light was there. He was just being skittish on his own. Turns out that's what it was. When I first watched him as he was coming in, I thought, man, I doubt I even get the light turned on. So what I was thinking is like, as soon as I flashed him, he was going to be in the next county, but he had no idea. I'm going to go ahead, pack my stuff, and we're going to climb down. We don't have any sort of tracking job, so that's a plus. I'm going to get down and take a look at him. I think he's got some pretty decent cutters, but we'll find out. Talk about some serious ground uppage. I did not think that this hog was this big. Like, not even close. This thing is giant. Look at those teeth. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. What a stud. That's incredible. Man, what a pig. I cannot believe this. I really hope my scale works because I would love to know what this dude weighs. I'm gonna flip him over. Yeah. Man, look at those cutters. If there was ever a pig to mount, it would be this one. For moving a hog this size, you gotta have the right tools. As seen on Shark Tank, it's the Rapid Rope Utility Rope. I know there's a perforated edge for this, but using your knife is always way more fun. If you guys haven't seen this stuff before, I'm fixing to enlighten you, and the only way I'm going to be able to get this hog out of here tonight is with this rapid rope. Huge thanks to those guys for sending a care package over with some awesome stuff. I've been super blessed with a lot of different sponsors this year, this being one of them. There'll be a link down in the description below. You guys can pick you some rapid rope up. I just pulled back up on this hog, had to run to my truck to grab this handy dandy thing. This one has 120 feet of rope inside of it. This one will fit in just about any cup holder. There's also some smaller ones that holds about 70 to 75 feet, I believe. I'll show you guys that one in another video. This stuff is stinking cool. It's literally 120 feet of what looks like mule tape in a can, in a cup. Quick, convenient, and strong. It has a 1100. That is 1,100 pound tensile strength. And on the back side here, they have a trucker's knot and a running bowline knot, as well as a square knot and a regular bowline knot. This stuff is great to keep in your backpacks, side-by-sides, trucks, wherever is convenient or wherever you may keep rope. Keep this with you, and it's like 20 bucks, guys. This is stinking cool. Go check it out, go pick you some up. It's as simple as this. You pull it out, and I know that I'm gonna need approximately 30 foot. I have a wingspan of 6, so 12, 18, 24, and 30. And once you get off the amount that you need or you want, there is a handy dandy hidden little blade in there. Take that, wrap it around just like so. Let's just show you guys that again from the top. Wrap it around, pull it, it's cut, and that's that. Store it away, do whatever you need to. Super awesome stuff, and I'm gonna use this to get a weight on the hog as well as drag the dude off, because there's no way I'm loading it in the bed of this buggy by myself. Yeah, you're all there and then some. Let's drag you with the buggy instead. Let's get a weight on this hog and then we'll wrap this video up. Guesses. I got the official weight. This is an absolute tank of a boar. If I had to guess, he's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about 200 to 225 pounds. If my scale's working, I'm gonna get a good weight on him. Awesome cutters, just the coolest coloration. For those of you that have been watching the channel for many years, you know how much I love a calico or a spotted hog. It's just, man, they're just so much fun, and they're so neat looking. It's unreal. So I have to say a huge thank you to Loogu Outdoors for sponsoring this video, for sending over the camo, and for keeping me warm tonight. This fleece line stuff is stinking sweet, and I would have been miserable without it, that's for sure. So you guys be sure to go check out Loogu Outdoors. There will be links down in the description below for these pants and for this top. And once again, the Tuffhead Broadhead does it. This hog is even bigger than the last one that we took at this spot. That makes 3 hogs in the last couple months coming from this general area, this general vicinity. The first time I tested the Tuffhead Broadheads, it was a decent sized hog, but it wasn't anything like this tank right here. That 125 grain head out of their Evolution series is just flat impressed me. So thank you to Tuffhead for sending over a package of those. I'd encourage you guys to go down in the description below and give Tuffhead a follow on Instagram and pick up some broadheads too. Stock archery arrows, guys, I've been preaching them for years, and just time and time again they prove what they can do. And to knock about a 200 to 225 pound boar right over on his side, that is something. This arrow would not have broken, but when it stuck in that hog and it rolled over, it snapped the end off of it. But otherwise, I can't tell you the last time that I've broken an arrow. If this hog wouldn't have rolled over on it, it would still be perfectly fine. And I know the Broadhead would be too. I sent a second arrow downrange just to make sure that he wasn't going to get up and go anywhere. The penetration just all the way around has been flat incredible. And last but not least, the sniper hog lights, my bow light here, as well as the light that I use on top of my camera, which is the one that I used to film this video with. And it's awesome. It's lights out, no pun intended. Early on in the hunt, watching those whitetail, I was considering letting an arrow fly, but it's just so still, so calm and quiet. It's hard to get a bow drawn back at 13 yards, and I was lucky enough to get drawn back on this dude. The only thing that helped me out was it was after dark. So nonetheless, I'm just glad the plan all came together. It took about 45 minutes in total from the first time he showed up, the first trail camera picture that I got, until right here. I'm stoked, and man, there's just something about chasing big pigs with a Matthews bow. I just love it. The V3X with the spot hog, man, it's bad medicine, let me tell you. If y'all are enjoying these videos, be sure that you subscribe to the channel, leave me a thumbs up, just to show me and let me know that you guys are enjoying these videos, and drop a comment down below. I love interacting with all of you and talking back and forth, hearing your thoughts and your opinions. Thank the Lord for another safe and successful hunt. The whole time this pig was running circles around me and just in and out all over the place, I was praying, please just let him come in, please. Just one arrow, that's all I need. And we were blessed tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all are awesome, and I'll see you in just a few days.